Hello and welcome to Around the Air Force. The Air Force has changed the way installation education offices do business. Senior Airman Stephanie Berg explains how airmen can expect to see changes when they apply for tuition assistance.
Education centers on Air Force bases around the world have answered a wide range of questions regarding airmen's educational goals. However, big changes are leading to cuts in the services they provide.
Centralized tuition assistance is going to be operated through San Antonio, and it should be seamless to the airmen, but what's going to happen with that is you're going to have to follow the business rules that they establish, and if you don't apply for tuition assistance on time, you won't get tuition assistance.
Schuler also says the staff is no longer able to proctor exams unless there is a qualified proctor already on base.
It's a hardship, and that's one of the reasons that we're trying to alleviate the hardship. We're at the end of the line. It's hard to get things done here, and to jump through hoops to get a proctor. As long as we can provide it, the service here, we're going to continue to provide the service here.
Some of the other changes at Air Force education centers include no longer hosting Community College of the Air Force graduations and directing airmen to the proper websites for their educational needs. Senior Airman Stephanie Berg, Incirlik Air Base, Turkey.
With the unemployment rate rising to 8.2% this past month, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone in this economy who would give up a steady job. But every few years, military spouses are asked to do just that. With every new assignment, a new challenge to find employment. Staff Sergeant Sean Hostutler sat down with Susie Schwartz, a proponent of a new military spouse employment program, and the wife to Air Force Chief of Staff General Norton Schwartz to discuss how the new network helps military families in need.
Can you describe the MSE program and what it entails?
Sure. It's really started as a partnership a little bit out of Mrs. Obama and Mrs. Biden's joining forces. It's teaming up spouses that need jobs with corporations and organizations that have jobs. And I have to tell you, for most things in the military that take forever to get going, this one has just really taken off. And it has exploded across the country.
Why do you think it's more difficult sometimes for a military spouse to find employment than it is for civilian spouses?
Even though people move and change jobs a lot now, they change within the place where they live. They're able to network and find jobs that way. So the days of people getting a job and keeping them forever are gone, but they usually keep a job fairly close to where they currently work. We don't have that opportunity. We move at the drop of a hat. We get to a new place. If we were to network to find a job, that's 6 months maybe that you've wasted, and you don't have that. You've got 2 years, 3 years, 4 years tops to find a job. So it's really hard, and they don't have that connection in the local community. And that's kind of what this offers, is some of that assistance at networking that you would have if you lived in an area for 10 or 15 years.
It sounds like a really good program and one that's really got a lot of benefits for military spouses. Can you maybe expand on some of the feedback that the program's gotten? It sounds like there's been a lot of positive results from it.
I think there really has been a lot of positive. You hear it when I go out to bases. You know, you enlist an airman and then you keep a family. And we can't just give lip service that we care about these families. We really want to provide them some assistance. We're not saying that we're going to find them a job for sure. We're saying that we're going to ease some of those speed bumps and make it just a little bit easier because we want to keep these families.
It sounds like a really incredible program.
I just can't tell you how much it makes my heart happy. I remember the days of going out there where people would actually look to see if you had a military decal on your car before they would interview you. So this program honestly brings tears to my eyes because I would have given anything to have someone actually help me find a job. So now we really do it. We're not just talking about it, we're actually doing it.
And that wraps up today's edition of Around the Air Force. For more on today's top stories, visit our official website, AFLink. From Fort Meade, Maryland, I'm Staff Sergeant Mike Hutchinson.